Okay, it is 6:06 on May 2nd, 2023, and we will call our regular May meeting of the Norfolk Board of Education to order. First thing on our agenda is sixth grade award presentation. We have many lovely members of the sixth grade and their families here for us. No further ado. What do we do first?
All right, so the first student that we are so proud to honor.
Mary Beth, would you like to come stand right here? Give you a little showmanship. Would you like to have a microphone?
I don't think I need a microphone. You can raise your hand if you can't hear me, but I'm usually pretty good at projecting. So our first award tonight is the Superintendent Award. And while the award is given tonight, tomorrow there will be a banquet for students across the entire Northwest region to celebrate about 100 of our young people for their leadership, for their outstanding performance as citizens and scholars. And this evening, I am very, very pleased to announce that Lorelei DeCerbo is this year's recipient. So while she's also has a couple aliases like Ursula and Jeannie, this is Lorelei DeCerbo, a sixth grader at Botel Elementary School. Lorelei is a caring, enthusiastic learner who puts forth her best efforts in all she does. She's a natural leader and a role model. Lorelei is a member of our student council, our Joy Club, drama club, chorus, band, and is willing to participate and engage in anything that happens to come along. Can always count on her to be a helping hand. She loves to be involved outside of school as well as inside. She plays soccer and softball, and we are really proud to have her as a Botel student. So congratulations, my dear. Give you this award for a picture, but by the end of the night, you have to give it back to me because I have to give it to you again tomorrow. Okay.
Jan, take a picture of you guys.
Certainly. Can I put my arm here? Okay.
Well, now you just made it more awkward.
And then one last, today is Lorelei's birthday. She is 12 years old.
I have the privilege of presenting 4 awards, and I will also invite Miss Barbara Perkins and Ms. Lynn Satherley DC up in a moment to also present an award. So I'm going to tell you the name of the award, what it's for, and then I will announce the recipient. The first award is the Michael J. Mulville Memorial Award. This award is given annually to a student that demonstrates a love for music, as well as shows potential as a musician. Although Mr. Mulville had a particular fondness for country music, the student chosen may show interest in a variety of genres. The award recipient should also have a generous and giving spirit towards fellow students, teachers, and the community, as these were characteristics that Mr. Mulville espoused. This year, the recipient of the Michael J. Mulville Award goes to Miss Belbrack. And congratulations. And I'm sure there's a dreaded photo of you, so here you go. Congratulations, Belle. The next award is the Barbara Ann Mulville Award. Mrs. Mulville graduated from Greenwich High School as a most athletic female. After high school, she played pro softball for the Rebestos Regettes from 1948 to 1953. She moved to Norfolk in 1963 and was immediately drawn to her new Norfolk community. She was instrumental helping in the town of Norfolk to purchase this building for the school. She was the PE teacher for approximately 15 years, was a member of the Norfolk Board of Education for 18 years, and was a school bus driver for Wayland's Bus Company for many years. But her true passions were the children of Norfolk and sports. Each year, we recognize a student in memory of Mrs. Mulville. This new award goes to the most athletic female in the 6th grade class, and the recipient of this award is Miss Gudrun Johnson. Congratulations, Gudrun. And this is for you. You're very welcome. Anybody taking a picture? We'll take you.
Nothing slow.
Nice
I'll
job.
punch you out.
And now I would like to invite, there we go, Mrs. Perkins and Miss Satherley DC, and here is the award for your award reception.
Hello, board.
I don't think I need one. I'm Babs Perkins. I'm the new president of the Connecticut Children's Foundation, my fellow board member, Satherley DC. And we are here to present the Satherley Humanitarian Award. It's really kind of great for me. First of all, I went here. And second of all, the Norfolk Connecticut Children's Foundation was founded after the school that her parents started, where Nelsie is now, when it closed and they needed to figure out what to do to continue to help Norfolk kids. So my dad and her parents got together and started the Children's Foundation. So we are the next. And so we're here, as I said, to present the Satherley Humanitarian Award, which is given annually, recognizing a Botel 6th grader who exemplifies kindness and helpfulness towards others. Now, we don't pick this person. This comes from the staff, and so we were given a write-up. And apparently, this student is a kind and helpful individual. They help their classmates and teachers. They are quick to assist classmates who might not understand how to complete an assignment, and can be counted on to be a strong role model in and out of the classroom. The student has gone above and beyond to assist the media specialist with book check-ins, checkouts, and reshelving. And they are very helpful behind the scenes in preparing for concerts, and they were a part of the stage crew in this year's play. This year, the Humanitarian Award goes to Bella Curtis.
A little correction of the record, Bella also appeared on the stage in this year's play.
And the awardee receives a $100 Staples gift certificate and to help with the school supplies for next year. Their name also goes on a plaque that remains here at Botel. So
Thank you very much. The last award that we will give out this evening is the Susan A. Brusso Award. This award is given in memory of Susan A. Brusso, a beloved aunt of past Botel students who volunteered many years as a basketball and softball coach. This award is given annually to a boy and a girl who show exemplary character and leadership in athletics. This year, the awards go to Belle Bracken and Cam Sylvan. Congratulations. Cam is one of our students who is taller than me, so this is quite exciting. There you go. Nice job. Congratulations.
That complete our awards. That does. Until next month. Well, how about one more round of applause? that, guys. You are very welcome to stay for the remaining time of the meeting, but if you would like to leave, that is also okay. You can do whatever it is that pleases you. We're gonna keep moving on. The next item in our agenda is public comment. Yes.
You know how to
This is
clear.
what I know.
No good deed goes unpunished.
Okay, well, the next item on our agenda is public comments. We do have some remaining members of the public left.
Nice job. And we'll try to get her home early enough to celebrate.
Your birth.
Have a good birthday, Lorelai. You're welcome.
Right. Public comments. Would you like to make a public comment? Do you have anybody online? No, okay. All right, then we'll move on to the approval of the minutes of the regular meeting of April 4th. Would anyone like to make a motion to approve minutes or have any corrections to minutes?
Motion to approve the minutes from the regular meeting of April 4th.
Okay, we have a motion. Is there a second? Amy, all those in favor? Okay. One abstention, the motion passes. Thank you. Correspondence. Remember, if there's anything I received by correspondence. I did receive a flyer from Kate that details all of Kate's services. Things like offering legal guidance or offering board retreats, offering advice on curriculum and curriculum programs or advancements. And I thought, we are doing a very good job of taking advantage of Kate's services, and I think we've used a lot of these things. And, it was nice to read through it, and they are really a very excellent partner. So it was nice to. You okay? Okay, moving on to the superintendent's report.
So I did get a bit of correspondence, for a long time. Tara, Linda Schneider, has been planning to retire, and after many, many years of service, she has officially submitted a letter of retirement effective the end of the year. So Linda Schneider will be leaving our staff.
How long has she been here?
Kathy was, I think 15 years.
10 years, I think, as a parent here, but she also worked for the Bears program and she worked for the Bears. It's
Wow. So what a nice legacy of things. Okay.
Okay, as you know, I hope you know by now, the budget hearing was pretty well attended last week, 2 weeks ago, and there were no questions about the board budget whatsoever. And I'm going to let Amy later on share some of the good news that we heard that night. That was an unexpected, but very, very pleasant statement that was made by Board of Finance. And so I am feeling confident that our budget will pass at the referendum and we can move forward with a successful budget season. So thanks for all working for the hard work, especially the subcommittee for getting all of that together and making some of the tough decisions and then presenting and representing at the Board of Finance. So job well done. Thank you.
I'm sorry, I wasn't able to attend. Were there questions about the full day? or the 5 days.
There was not a single budget in the budget meeting. At the last Board of Finance meeting, there was some discussion, not particularly about that, but I was surprised if there was no discussion, no conversation, not a question for the board, so. And then, the other thing that we usually do this time of year is we set a promotion date. So I can tell you that the middle school date is the 20th, the high school date is the 14th. And I don't think would consider any of those dates. Our last day of school is the 19th. Typically, the kids come in, it's a half day of school. Our sixth graders come in, they spend the morning socializing, sharing their autograph book. And then they take off for Toby Con or some event for the rest of the day. I don't imagine they're all going to want to come back here for a promotion ceremony on Monday night. I'm thinking Friday, the 16th would probably be a good option, but there's also the 15th. To me, it doesn't make sense to have the kids do promotion on a Thursday night and come in for a full day of school on Friday. If they have promotion Friday night, they can party, have the weekend to celebrate, come back on Monday for their final get together with their classmates and their little field trip. And it's a nice way to end the year for them. So I'm going to suggest that we have promotion on the 16th, but it certainly is open to discussion by the board.
Does it make sense to do it on Friday?
It's kind of nice to have it on the agenda. You know, Friday is-
But on the party, actually.
Dinner or ice cream when kids don't get it.
Right.
Great. So,
Well, as
we
long
need a
as there's
motion?
consensus, I don't know if you want to have a motion and have it officially, but then if you decide on the date, we can start to publish that and let the sixth grade families know.
Maybe someone would like to make a motion, right? Choose June 16th.
I'll make a motion that we choose June 16th.
Is there a motion? Maybe all those in favor?
And we'll start planning. And the parents who are parents here of sixth graders will start to plan too. It's always a wonderful, wonderful evening and a great celebration. So we're looking forward to it.
What time is promotion? I can't remember.
Usually 6, I believe. Does that sound right, Kathy? Typically, like it's a
I was
school
going
night.
to say 6.
Yeah, so you could certainly start it like every year, or something, whatever you guys want to do. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Principal.
Okay. Great. So you have questions about the bills for review?
All right, well, the sixth graders, as you know, went to Nature's Classroom with Colebrook, and they had an excellent time. They had a lot of choice in the activities they were doing. It was a nice bonding opportunity for them with the Colebrook students, and they all came home happy and tired. So it was a success. I also want to thank the PTO for our most recent cultural event, which was about music in the Arab world. It was a great presentation, and the kids were very entertained. Afterwards, the performer complimented our students on their behavior as well as the thoughtfulness of the questions that they asked. He was quite impressed. So I figured I would pass that along as well. This week, we have pre-K to second grade visiting the Warner Theater to watch a play. And on Friday, the upper intermediate students go to People's Forest to release the salmon that they've grown. And we have smarter balance testing coming up. Parents received a letter about that. That's happening mid-May. And not that the PTO has, they go right from the play to the talent show. That's up and coming too. So we look forward to that. Also, there's one change to the enrollment. There are 20 students in Mr. Barrio's class now. People are, wanting the most up-to-date information. So that is for your review as well.
And just to note that student parent bought a house in Winston, so they're moving because of a home, a residence. Yeah.
And the town show is on Friday, May 19th.
Would you like to read the sound bites? May 19th.
So we must show.
May 19th, it's at 7 p.m.
Heard Rogers were promotions.
We can do it. Yeah.
Wait, this is gonna be-
Oh, sorry, there.
No shoes, though.
That's an excellent Norfolk.
That is, some people walk on coals, but here we walk on ice.
I do think late.
That's great.
Okay. I'm sorry, are you all?
I'm done. That's it for me.
Thank you very much. Moving on to our committee committees. Let's see. Personnel negotiations meet, schedule a meeting. We don't have our chair here. So I wonder if we want to try. You and I maybe want to try to come up with a meeting date. Sure. You have your calendar. Look at that. The principles. What days are?
Tuesday in the afternoons, Friday afternoons.
Friday afternoon, Saturday afternoon? Usually.
We even do Friday early afternoon if necessary.
A month of Fridays, that's always good. Maybe the 26th, because we could reach out to them for the 26th. Does that sound?
May 26th. I mean, yeah, I have nothing on the 26th.
I'm just gonna put it in here technically and then maybe. Donna.
And if you could let me know as soon as possible, because I'll need to get that onto my calendar if it's Friday, so.
Oh, then it's.
No, it's all right, that's okay, but the 26th looks pretty good, but if you could get me a confirmation and a time, I can plan around it. Many districts build in 182 days into their calendar. By law, we only need 180 days. And we've just never had more than 180 days. We've had a longer school day than any of our neighbors, but we've always, since I've been here, long before I've been here, it's been 180. But they just fill those days. If they've had excessive winters, they take them off. Pardon? Yes. Yeah. Some of the districts this year started and are going to next year start like a week earlier in August to get those days in. I think starting the last week of August is plenty early for us, but they've made, made arrangements in their calendar so that they're not out too much later than we are. But typically we're about the first ones then.
Okay, so curriculum and technology, I'm sorry, I missed.
Yeah, no, I totally understand. It was a good meeting. The math curriculum is big long. Shiloh was able to co-plan with classroom teachers so that they can coordinate their schedules and make sure that the students are able to fit in the math topics. It's good for their classes. They're preparing for the smarter balance. Thank you. That are coming up in May. Really exciting news. In literacy, there was a school in Wyndham that's Lauren and they are.
Amy, yep, our new literacy specialist, Amy Potbecker.
But they were able to visit and kind of preview one of the curriculum options that's been approved by the state for literacy. and pleasantly surprised at how flexible the curriculum is, so that it will work with the age. It's also aligns really nicely with, you know, the things that we currently believe about literacy, including project-based units and thematic units and texts, but it also makes sure that all of the 5 components of science-based literacy understanding we can address. So there's plans to purchase materials and PPE for next year. It's really, really exciting that one of the improved models will work with this. It's great. The ruler program is going strong. Students are learning the meta movement, acting, and incorporates the movement tool, which is the different practices. And then in terms of technology and enrichment, the PIP projects are being presented.
I think it's June 7th.
June 7th. Yep. And the celebration of learning. We think tentatively the 12th.
So how are the projects presented? What's format?
Last year, we had a showcase, and students signed up via a Google Doc to listen to this, you know, to the upper grade students on areas that they were interested in. So it was in the gym, and all of the projects were set up, you know, kind of in a, you know, kind of a gallery walk, so to speak. And kids visited the different, 3 different PIP projects that they were interested in. So I think we're planning something similar to that this year. I don't know if Erin's varying it this year, but I'm glad that we'll be able to have the showcase and then hopefully have it still up for the celebration of learning. That way, when parents come, they can see, you know, everything live.
So the presentations are for the students?
That's what we did last year. So unless Erin has some different plans and parents are coming this year, you know, I will ask about that. Otherwise, we'll have them up for the celebration of learning and then parents can come in.
At the celebration of learning for the kids, man the tables.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't.
So that's the tentatively the 12th, you said?
Yes, and I'll have a definite by the end of the week and that'll go out on the newsletter. And in a flyer to parents.
We should make sure to let the newsletter also now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Really great idea. You think you can help us make that happen, Lauren, to write in
Yep.
addition to the board?
Absolutely.
Thanks, Amy.
Yep.
Thank you very much. Finance as a mesh policy.
So 2 policies to submit for the first one. The first one is the food service charging policy. This one has been thoroughly vetted. It's our first read. We'll do a second reading and vote next meeting. This other one is the truancy policy, and thanks to John for copying it thoroughly. We'll also submit this for first read tonight and do the second read during the meeting in June and officially vote on that. So that's what the policy is. Mhm. Does anybody have other extras? Does anybody need? Does anybody need it?
Next week.
It's on second Tuesday.
Okay, perfect.
Hi, guys. Thanks for coming.
Congratulations.
Okay.
We've actually talked about that. We've got two very, very quick meetings. Our next meeting coming up will be more focused on the insurances of the technology that we use in school, like protecting the internet and things like that, and reviewing the current agreements and terms and the security updates that we provide. But that's, they're very short.
So the sheriff's office provide a internet filtering system?
They have the contracts, what I guess the schools have to do to protect the internet and stuff, so they're just reviewing that. I don't like, so I don't, I think they just have the contracts itself, I don't know. Of like what it's
For providers? Or
right, for like who we use as our providers and what, like, I guess firewalls that we use to protect our kids from like searching different sites.
we have to go on the
I think somebody talked about that, and somebody actually talked about there might possibly be a fee to actually train people how to, I guess, use the system that they're using, but then it was like question of that people actually had to pay for it, or if it was actually offered by the state. So, but that's all coming in our next meeting. We didn't talk too much about that on this past meeting.
All right, thanks. Are you there? We want
Yeah, yes, the full agenda. That's the bills that have come in for past events that I reviewed the book fair, which met, I haven't read the exact threshold, but it met the threshold to get the funds matching its last.
Oh, that's good.
So that the model to again, we have to mention the play seems to be the so threshold. There's another cultural event coming up. Japanese drumming and then you'll something, I'm sorry.
The little field is coming. Yeah.
Yes, I'm on the list. Yeah, thank you.
It's for the 20th. They're gonna bring at least one, maybe two. I'm looking at 20. It's the day after Memorial Day. It's the 20th. It's the 30th, maybe? 30th. I think I said it on last night. 30th.
Next week, the PTO is sponsoring a teacher appreciation luncheon. The talent shows coming up. 19th, yes.
Was there discussion? I couldn't make a discussion about what weekend.
There was discussion about one weekend of the members present last night. 2/3 of us did not attend the weekend because of the event. So there was a question about whether or not we would have manpower to host an event. Chelsea's going to reach out to Lisa Claire, who's working in the garden, to see if she wants to collaborate with PTO on the weekend event in the garden.
Good idea.
Yeah, so we can talk more about that hopefully.
You know,
At the next meeting, if you do. It's
not my business, but one suggestion I have is that movie night outside is super fun, but we could find with like the ice cream social. Because the ice cream social is also really fun and people end up staying. So like it's just fun to do that outside. That
movie night and ice cream.
just a way to do that. And there might be more people around. The trouble with the weekend attendance is that many of our, at least many of our student body is that they're way up.
The last garden thing that we had was a lot of fun.
It was great fun. I think the garden was a great event for the weekend. Yeah, like those like late afternoon cocktail hour is like perfect when weekend stuff. I think, like the right crowd. And it might be a really nice way to kind of kick off that collaboration between the farmers market and the school.
When we were cleaning out the space for our, new social worker that will be coming, I found a great big pile of things from the garden, tools and bags. They're in my office. I just didn't know who to give them to, but anyone that knows anyone or feel free to stop by and pick them up.
What's the, speech is not doing that garden anymore. Yeah.
So teachers giving it over, but in large part, unless there's someone at the school, but they're giving over in large parts of the farmers market is going to be taking care of the garden. And is very willing to, invite the students in or to collaborate with teachers who might want to keep a bat or two. But is willing to come and kind of take it and grow vegetables that can then be sold at the market. It seems like a perfect match to it, really is.
There's also a discussion that also are there teachers who want to use it for classmates? But then maybe we could reach out to some of the co-ed students at high school, see if they want to participate with it. And our students. It's reaching out.
You know how to bring up I can take it all the wrong times. But was there talk about how the first cleanup meeting, what,
No, we didn't. But the last one is this Saturday. Just text this. There is the 5-6 dance, which is
second?
second. And Janet was able to get the PTO and they did a little photo station. That's an awesome addition.
That's the coolest stuff.
That's crazy, even better.
And it's going to be a back to the 90s theme, which is crazily fun.
We do have a prize in best dressed. So
Oh, right.
you have to come dressed in theme,
Bella was dressed today. So she's good.
Josh has a DJ. I
I saw, yeah, I like it. Belle will not wear bell bottoms because she thinks they're not cool, but I'll like wear the big Janko jeans. Like I got it.
We talked about fundraising issues to fundraise in the spring and then for another fundraiser fall that their area organization.
It's just like Little Caesars if you guys did one here.
Yeah.
A lot of people do. Why don't you do pretzels?
They're
No, I'm joking.
there's a 50% profit popcorn option and there's direct ship gift items. This is very detailed.
Those don't
Thank
really
you.
sell that much. The gift one or stuff.
Yeah.
The big pretzels that you would like buy at like a ball game. Those.
I think it's Andy.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Let's see, school space. Probably did meet since the last time. It's something familiar, Jeff? Board of Finance, did you want to talk to us again? Amy and I.
So last week at the town hearing, there were no questions from the public about the Board of Ed budget. There were questions about the town budget. And so there's been a conversation there, but none of the members of the public have any specific questions about our budget. And then as we were wrapping up, the chairman of the Board of Finance said how much he appreciated. He mentioned, they're asking for a little bit more budget for this year, but if you look at the line items, it's because there's an increase in special education that they've managed to offset. And it's to ask for. Just, it was a very nice compliment.
He used words like, conservative and fiscally responsible, and was just very sincere in his compliments on the board budget. So I wish I had had it on. It was really very, very.
That's great. And I think it has been,
Can we put that on our website? Where it's like, they can click?
I think it's been very helpful to attend some of the Board of Finance meetings, although it's not always the easiest thing to do. It's I think it has helped to open some eyes against competition. So thank you, everyone, to our board and today. Last of our committees here, the bag committee. Please come. Okay, then, back to our agenda. Under new business, we wanted to look at this Get Outside and Play for Children's Mental Health Day. This is some initiative. Would you like to talk to us about the same? Keep going.
Yeah. I just heard about it. And I think part of the provision here is that the board is supposed to set dates. It's not going to be May 26th, and make sure that there's an outside activity. Or set the date, and then the school's responsible for making sure that there's an outside activity. And I wondered if we could just officially say there's field day.
Is our Get Outside and Play.
Saturday.
Children's Play. That makes good sense.
Same weekend we do the same, right? No, I know
It's
it said
right
like
around this time.
right around, they said it's that day or the day after or before, or relatively in that
Yeah,
ballpark.
any such other day as.
Yeah.
Regional board of education.
Is the field day date set?
Not yet. We were talking about that last night, and I need to speak with Mr. TK. It will be in June sometime. Ironically, our K-4 students will be outside that day at Roaring Brook Nature Center for a field trip. So they will be outside playing.
So this,
So the athletes,
That's right.
On the
Yeah,
26th, right? So can the 5, 6 grades do something? You know, for a hike or something for the day and.
Sure.
okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. All right, well, last on our agenda is our executive session for superintendent review. So as we move into that, we will adjourn this meeting, right, or we pause this meeting. Honestly, what's for this? Pause the
Or
recording.
someone makes a motion to.
So we need a motion.
To second, second.
Okay, motion made and seconded. All those in favor?
I'm just gonna do it from computer. Okay. You're on.
Make a motion to end executive session. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Motion to adjourn. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you very much.
Move.